what is up, guys? Welcome back to That's Just Trading channel with Angel, back to bring y'all another daily banger video, right? Super excited to bring y'all another one. Make sure before we get into it, you like and subscribe, comment down below, and like I said, we're gonna go over some good stuff today, so make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end. Laters. So what are we talking about today, guys, right? So today we're going to be talking about what happened with the stock market. Why did it crash? Or not should I say crash, right? Because crash is a big word. But why did it fall today? What was the reason behind that, right? So the first stock I want to look at really quick is QQQ, right? What do I see on QQQ? Well, I know I don't play QQQ a lot, but I do look at it when it comes to when it comes to protests and all the political things going on. I like to see QQQ and SPY because they kind of tell us the direction of the rest of the market, you know. Each one runs with its different sectors. And as you can see here, I mean, I'm going to pull up SPY right now in a minute. But, I mean, we're doing good, you know. Look at this uptrend on QQQ, you know. We were holding it for a while, and then we started consolidating a little bit. And if I turn to SPY really quick, I mean, oh, spelled it wrong. If I turn to SPY really quick, you know, we can kind of see the same thing. Where am I at? You know, we can kind of see the same thing. We had this big flag, right? My favorite setups, right? And then we exploded out of here. We broke through this. And we kind of had that run up, and like I said, you know, same thing with SPY and QQQ. They were kind of holding this uptrend line, and they kept going. And after that, they kept consolidating a little bit. You know, SPY ended up making a new high after that. But then what happened, right? What do we see here? Well, we see this big, like, kind of move down, you know, and we see it on QQQ also. And why did we see this? Excuse me. Why did we see this big move down, right, on both stocks, not just SPY but on QQQ also? And then after that, right, after SPY and QQQ fall, I mean, basically the rest of the stock market kind of follows, you know, S&P, all those other stocks, right, they kind of follow. And why did it fall, right? So the reasoning behind it falling, guys, was because all the political things that were going on. I know, I'm pretty sure all of y'all have heard by now, but if you haven't, there was a lot of this protest. What they were calling Trump protests, right? And they were trying to get into a building, and there was a lot of riots and stuff, and it caused a big chaos, right? And basically, that doesn't look good on the stock market, especially right now with everything being like politically heated, right, at the moment. So that doesn't affect the stock market good. So as you can see here, at about 12:45 at QQQ, right now turn to SPY also, we kind of have this big downtrend, you know, and it's kind of hard to break out. And what happens when we have this big downtrend, right? Well, I mean, let me pull up SPY really quick. We have the same thing on SPY here, right? We have this downtrend, and it's hard to break out. Like, it wants to break out a few times here, and it tries to reverse, but it can't. It keeps going for some lows, right? It keeps making lower lows. And what happens when SPY and QQQ, right? What did I explain? Well, I mean, let's see if Tesla does it, right? Oh, look at the same thing on Tesla, right? Look at this. It had this big down move, right? And this guys, when you're in a stock like this, right? What do you do? Well, the best thing to do is honestly get out. In my personal opinion, like I said, I'm no financial advisor, but in my personal opinion, the best thing to do is to get out, because you don't know where the market's gonna go anymore. Like SPY, QQQ, and S&P and Nasdaq, all those companies could just tank because there could be some crazy, let's say like a bomb went off or something, right? In a big building that like in a big political building, right? Well, what happens? Everything's gonna start tanking because that does not affect the market good, right? So what's the best thing to do in these occasions, right? I would say to get out, in my personal opinion, because you don't know. This could, who knows, if you were going in long for like 800, 900 call, maybe Tesla could come down, you know. Like, you never know. Tesla could come down in 690 areas. I mean, it's possible, you know. And like I said, thank God, right, that SPY and QQQ didn't have that big of a move down, but I mean, it still affected the market overall. And one of the stocks that it affected was ZM, right? ZM, it affected it later on in the day, but I wanted to go into ZM because what happened, right? What happened with ZM? Well, honestly, I cut it for a loss only because it broke my last support that I had here, right? And if anything, I was gonna re-enter here at this support if it came down to test, which it never did. But I mean, as we can see here, when it wanted to come back and maybe test this upper trend line, we saw that it got rejected with the rest of the market and just kept going down, right? So what can we expect for tomorrow and the following days? Well, with the whole election thing and president thing, I mean, we don't, right now it's hard to tell. That's why the market's being very undecisive, because we don't really know where the market wants to go. I know that the EV stocks are gonna, the EV stocks and like stocks like NIO and Tesla, they're gonna start running towards like Biden's favor, you know, because Biden's all about EV. So I know those stocks are gonna go up, all those companies just like that. And so what's going to happen right now with SPY and QQQ right for the days coming? Well, I mean, it looks like here that SPY wants to come up and test, right? So I mean, maybe we can see this new high from today break tomorrow. You know, maybe come test this 380 area. But what do I see? I mean, it's like I said, you know, we broke this last area of resistance we have. Now what do we want to see? Well, I mean, if it can just see continue seeing higher lows, you know, and then maybe come to test this what was the high that it hit? 378 area. I mean, it's not far off from the 378 area. So like I said, I mean, the best thing for you if you're in it is just to ride it as long as it's making higher lows just like this until it breaks your support line, you know, and until you're ready. It's like I said, guys, if y'all did take losses, or if y'all take a loss, you know, just like me on ZM, don't let your losses define your trading, and don't let them define how you're gonna trade the rest of the day or even for the rest of your life. You know, sometimes we take big losses and it affects us, and it affects our mentality. Like I said, this trading game is all a mental game. You know, it's not for the weak. You know, it's like why they say 90% of the stock market, the people who do the stock market, they fail because they don't have the strong mentality to keep going when it gets tough. And occasions like this, I mean, let's just say, you know, you're in Tesla, like I said, or you're in ZM like me, and Tesla just tanks, right? You think it's going for 780, then 790, then 800, and then it tanks about a good, what is it, 74 to 50? It takes about a good $24, right? That's a lot. I mean, if you're in a call, especially for this week, I mean, decay is going to kill you, Zeta is going to kill you, right? So, like I said, guys, be smart. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. I really appreciate y'all watching it. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel for more daily videos, and in order to do that, you have to be subscribed, right? Go check me out on StockTwits on Twitter at That's Just Trading. Make sure to like and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next daily video. Later.